Hello, my name is Edwin, and I'm here to ask you, who here is eating on a college budget? Well, I know that I am, and one of my frequent choices is ramen noodles. Today, we will be covering topics such as the supplies you are going to need to make them, directions on how to cook them, thank you to Mori Kazuyo, the inventor of the American version of ramen noodles that I'm sure you and your kids eat daily, and how to spice things up a little bit. Thank you to Anita Duwali, the person who made the website that is very useful by the name of the College Survival Guide Part 1, 50 Ramen Noodle Recipes. Let's start off with the first step to making your ramen, supplies. Now, the first supply that you're going to need is a stove. Obviously, without a stove it's going to be very hard to accomplish this task. You could also have a hot plate, but a stove is preferred because the stove is going to be a little bit easier to handle and it's going to work a little bit faster. Secondly, you're going to need another obvious one, pots. Now, for reasons I'm sure that you know, a pot is needed because it can withstand the heat of the stove and because it will hold the water and the noodles inside until they begin to boil and cook your noodles for you. Next thing that you're going to need is a ladle or a spoon. This will help you in case you like to maybe drain your water, and that way you also will not get burnt. Another thing is you're going to need some water to put in there, and this is plenty enough right here, so this is about half a cup. And last but not least, you're going to need your packet inside of your package of ramen that will give your noodles the flavor that it says it should have. Like this one is chicken, so this one will be a packet filled with chicken flavored seasoning. And those are the supplies. Go. After you have all of this done, it's time to start putting things into place. And don't worry because the steps are very easy. Your first step is going to be taking water and putting it into the pot. The second step is going to be putting the pot on the stove. The third step is going to be turning it on. Now, after this point, we're just going to wait for the water to boil, and when that happens, then we will go from there. But now we wait. Now, as you can see, the water has begun to boil, and that means that it is time to open up our package of ramen noodles and place them into the pot. And now, as you can see, they are going to sit here in the pot, and they are going to sit here until the clock strikes 12:16, which will mean passing 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, then it's okay to take them out, but for now, we wait. Okay, as you can see, it's 12:16. That means that 3 minutes have passed, and we will turn off the stove, and we'll put the ramen into the bowl. Go. Alright, now that the ramen is in the bowl, I'm going to put the seasoning into the bowl. And now, you just stir and you eat. Okay, as you can see, the ramen is completely mixed in with the seasoning, which indicates that it's ready to eat. Now, have you ever thought of maybe changing up your ramen recipe? Because I know that I have. And when it comes to that, there are plenty of things that you can do, thanks to Anita Duwali and her 50 recipes for ramen. Some things that you can do are very simple, such as things that I'm about to show you right here, that one of them that happens to be on your site. You add in a little pepper, a little bit of basil leaves, and some good old hot sauce. And mix it around, and you have a very nice tasting dish. Actually, you can go from frying the noodles to even making a salad out of them as they're uncooked. Other people have tried things with them, such as Anthony Bourdain, the famous chef. He went to Japan and actually did this himself. So it just proves that there's really a lot of ways you can go with this dish. And as long as you follow the 3 steps of just boiling the water, pouring it into the bowl, and seasoning it, You're gonna have a great dish, and just remember to always enjoy your ramen.